Toronto Josh here. We are outside of the Randolph Theatre in the heart of downtown Toronto. We are here tonight to check out Evil Dead the Musical. It's a little bit different from the amusement park industry, but in some crazy ways it's just as nuts and wild as some of the stuff you'll see at something like Halloween Horror Nights. So I figured I'd bring you guys a little bit of a different video. So we're going to get to interview a couple of the cast members. We're going to get to show you some footage from the play itself. And just give you guys a little bit of backstory. I've seen this show 4 times now. I've seen it in Vegas, I've seen it 3 times here in Toronto. It's the only play you can go to and get covered in blood. So how is that not a good night out? So we're gonna go inside, talk to the cast, show you a little bit of the show, and let me know what you guys think of this video down in the comments below as well, because I want to bring some new stuff here to In the Loop as well, since it's now the off season up here in Canada, and pretty soon it's just gonna be covered in snow, so figured let's cover it in some blood. So we are now inside of the Randolph Theatre here in Toronto, and as mentioned, I've got a couple of the cast members from the Evil Dead musical. On my left, I've got David Sajewicz, who plays the wonderful and the iconic Ash. And next to him, we've got Andrew DeRosa, who plays good old reliable Jake. Now, to the ones out there who have not seen this, that probably means nothing to you. So that's why I'm here today, is to help inform you from In the Loop fans and everyone out there what Evil Dead the musical is all about. So very briefly, I want to just talk to you guys. Is this the first time you guys have been involved with the Evil Dead musical?
Yeah, I think both of us is the first time we've ever been involved with this musical. I think Andrew's seen it before.
Yeah, I saw it twice. I saw it in 2007 at the Diesel Playhouse, and then I saw it right here last year.
Nice, okay.
Yeah.
Were you fans of Evil Dead growing up?
I was, definitely, yeah. I love horror movies. I'm all about them, and like I said, in 2007 I saw the musical, bought the cast recording, and I've been listening to it periodically for the last 7 years.
I mean, I do love the horror genre. I've never, before doing the show, I never saw the Evil Dead films. But once I booked it, I definitely watched my fair share of them.
Study some more.
Exactly. Get as much Bruce Campbell as I can.
Exactly. That's what you got to do.
Exactly.
So before this, I know Andrew actually. I looked at a little bit of your history, and I've seen that you do have a little bit of theme park related performances, such as Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
I saw that you played Gaston.
I did.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
No, I played that. I guess in 2011.
Okay.
I did Gaston. We did it with the Unionville Theatre Company. So yeah, that was
so
awesome.
From Gaston to covered in blood as Jake.
Oh yes, it's very stark. Yeah, very stark differences there, but yeah, equally as fun.
Awesome, and as with you as well, Andrew, I noticed that you kind of have more of a, I wouldn't say serious, but more of a standard theater roles in a lot of your older productions. So coming to something like this with lots of swearing, lots of violence, sexual overtones, a little bit different. I mean, you don't always go to a musical with a song called "What the fuck was that?"
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I actually did Shrek here last year.
Really?
So it was I played Shrek, and there was like a little bit different, you know. And the same coming back to the theater and not donning the green makeup and donning overalls and a farmer's tan. Little different. Different. So yeah.
So one of the things I'd love to know is of the performance for both of yourself. I know Jake, you got your character Jake has a one major song and dance performance as yourself. You have several throughout it. What would be your favorite song, sequence, scene be to perform?
I really love, my favorite thing to do is just the entire second act. It just goes by so quickly. But like specifically scene song-wise would be the last like 10-20 minutes of Act 2, which would be like It's Time, and then the blood fight, and all the way through the end. It's just like, it goes at a quick pace, and it's just like, it's when I get to be, yes, it is. It's really when I get to be the ultimate badass, which is always fun to do.
And yourself?
I would agree. I would say It's Time is one of my favorites. It's Time into the blood fight.
Right.
Just because I love, for some reason, I get some guilty pleasure out of doing like disco dancing and Man with a Chainsaw. Something about that. And then moving into the blood fight and stuff like that. It's awesome to get your ass kicked on stage.
Oh, I could imagine. So if you want to see a Canadian bearded man do disco dancing, Evil Dead in musical, right here. He'll do it for you.
Oh, yeah.
Now, the blood. We can't talk Evil Dead the musical without talking about the blood. Now, you guys usually do 2 performances every night, is that true?
On Friday and Saturday nights we have 2 show days, yeah.
What I want to know is, between one show to the next, how much of a marathon is that to clean yourself off and get ready for the next?
For me, really, because I get showered in blood in this show. Here it's been a bit of a treat because there's not a lot of hot water in this building. So I've done the good old take a washcloth, quick little sponge bath between shows. There's usually I try to get as clean as fast as possible just so I can eat and relax and cool down and then warm up again just so I can get ready to start this marathon again. But it's you know, I mean, you get used to it.
Right. Were you ever hesitant when they said, "Hey, we're going to be bathing you in blood, essentially"?
Oh my! The very first time we dealt with the blood, I was very nervous. I was just like, I don't know what this is gonna. Is this the pressure from this thing gonna poke my eye out? Is it gonna choke me? And I've choked a few times on the blood. You quickly learn where not to aim your mouth so that it doesn't go down your throat.
Exactly. Fair enough. Now, I don't know if this is a question you guys would know or not, but how much blood is used, average? You know? I was always curious.
I've never heard like a particular number, but we've got, like, I would say, throughout the blood fight, the blood boxes that line the front of the stage, they let out like a pretty good sprinkler blast.
They're evil.
They do like the whole sprinkler bit for like a good 2 seconds. Okay. So you got each time, and you got each of them going probably 10 times each. It's a lot.
And then the shower.
Blood
and then
shower.
First act, both the times where it's going in my face.
Right.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a ton. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
So to bring it back to the amusement industry, because we know this is a little bit different. I understand you are from the Chicago area, so you have parks like Six Flags Great America, as well as I believe you mentioned St. Louis.
Yeah, since I grew up in St. Louis, I definitely had a lot more experience with Six Flags St. Louis.
Would you have a favorite ride or anything there that you enjoy?
I really loved the Batman ride. That was always my favorite to go on. But to bring back to the classics, the Screaming Eagle.
Oh yes.
There's always just like the bare bones wooden roller coaster. You get like your head, you get a concussion, but it'd be so much fun.
Dislocate your spine a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah. And yourself?
From Canada's Wonderland, I would say I went there every summer with a season's pass, and I would say the same thing. The wooden like Mind Buster or Wild Beast. Spine Buster, exactly. Wild Beast I found was even worse. You get off that, and you feel like you need to see a chiropractor. And then I would say Leviathan, the new one.
Awesome.
It's awesome. It's a great roller coaster.
Indeed it is. So if you guys were to tell anybody who's never seen this production before, if you wanted to sell them, if you could tell them one thing to do to get here to see it, what would it be? We'll start with you first.
I would say just come to expect blood, gore, and a lot of laughs. Yeah. It's just pure fun. It's 100% fun is what the show is.
Right.
I would agree. I mean, if you come here expecting anything other than corny jokes and like a ton of fun, laughing out loud and getting covered in blood, then this is the show for you.
Right. Sums it up.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
So I'd like to say thank you very much on behalf of myself and everyone in the loop. I appreciate the time today.
Thanks for having us.
So everyone, please make sure you come out to Evil Dead the Musical. It's on North American tour right now. It's currently playing until, I believe it's Saturday or Sunday?
We're here
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday night will be the final performance here.
Yeah.
I believe it's still permanently set up down in Las Vegas at the Planet Hollywood Theater. So make sure if you get a chance, check it out. It's a great show, and for everyone to see, I'm going to post a picture right now of what I looked like after Saturday's performance when I was covered head to toe in blood, because it was pretty fucking epic.
Yeah, it was.
So this has been Toronto Josh here for In the Loop. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different, but I think you guys would all love it. So thank you very much, and see you on the Midway.
Thanks.
Listen to us now and make no mistake.